Hello, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel, guys, now I've done a couple of similar videos like this where I did one earlier in the year called where do I stand on duplicates in my collection. I also did I think I did another one where I talked about where do I stand on DVD as a format as well. So I wanted to do something similar, and I wanted to talk about how often would I upgrade from whether that's VHS or DVD to Blu-ray or 4K. And yeah, I think this is a really good food for thought sort of video, because sometimes, you know, like I buy movies wherever that is straight off the bat on Blu-ray or 4K, and I would be like, yeah, I've been lucky where I've bit the bullet, bought something on Blu-ray or 4K, ended up really liking it. If I don't, I'll sell it on. It's that simple, really. Or I might buy it again down the line, but just on a DVD or Blu-ray. So I thought this would be a good food for thought video, and kind of would be interested to hear you guys' opinion as well. Apologies for the terrible lightning here, guys. Poof. It's not very good lightning in here, I must admit. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think it would just, it's lightning. It's shitening, I tell you. So, yeah, anyways, just gonna, some of that, a slice of Yorkshire tea, I guess. Right, so, yeah, I want to hear you guys' opinion on this as well. I'll be very interested to hear how often do you upgrade to, sort of 4K or Blu-ray from DVD, or upgrading from Blu-ray to 4K. It's kind of an interesting food for thought video, this one, for sure. So, I've got some good examples here. The Mask. Now, I bought this on Blu-ray, which I was more than happy to do that for this film. I remember really enjoying this movie, you know, growing up. I haven't seen it for the longest time. Then I picked up the Blu-ray, which actually I'm still going to keep as well, because, and of course I have pre-ordered the Arrow 4K limited edition. I just absolutely love this film. The colours just really will pop, I reckon, on that 4K transfer. But the movie itself is really good as well. Just a really good fun movie. You know, Jim Carrey at his peak in his career in the 90s, but he also starred in some great films in the 2000s as well. But yeah, this is an example of would I have upgraded this from Blu-ray to 4K? Absolutely, I would. You know, it's, I think, a film that really suits the Arrow video line, but it is a really great, a movie as well, a smoking transfer indeed. And, and that's a good example. But I probably would still keep this Blu-ray for the, different artwork for the movie itself, of course, on the Blu-ray disc, because some of the Arrow limited editions have just got the 4K disc in and not come with the Blu-ray. So I would still keep this one on the Blu-ray disc. Now, I've not seen this film, but I'm hearing really good things about it. This has been doing the rounds in the film community recently, and it's because it's also got a very recent Blu-ray and 4K release. Now, I didn't want to jump at the chance of getting the Blu-ray and 4K off the bats, really. It's absolutely fine, by the way, when you blind buy. I mean, I've done blind buying myself, and that's on Blu-ray and 4K, and it could be for a brand new release. Absolutely, you know, I've done that before as well. But I thought, do you know what? I think at this moment in time, I saw the this movie on DVD for pennies, and I've never seen the movie before. I thought to myself, do I buy the Blu-ray for, is it £15, or the 4K for £22? And I thought, for pennies, I'm going to try out this on DVD first and see if it's worth down the road a Blu-ray upgrade. But that's the film Clue. So yeah, getting myself clued up on this on this film for sure. And yeah, like again, if I think this movie is going to have much rewatchability down the road, if I'm going to end up liking the movie, fair enough, I might upgrade it to possibly Blu-ray or even 4K if I love the film that much. But like for right now, because I've never seen this movie before, I want to make sure I'll get myself clued up on this film to see how to see what I think to it, like on this DVD format as well, which sometimes these movies on DVD, like still does the movie justice as well. So good example. So I've got it right here, actually. The Florida Project on Blu-ray. Absolutely love this movie, guys. This is a fantastic film, and I thought, do you know what? This was well deserving of a wonderful treatment from a boutique label, a boutique range. And I thought, was this worth the upgrade? Absolutely, yes. I'm going to pass on this Blu-ray down the line at some point. But yep, I had to absolutely give merit to Second Sight for this gorgeous release here, and this wonderful limited edition here. And you know, that artwork is just really striking. It's really good artwork, but also you just got like a nice beefy booklet in there as well. And there's just there's like a beefy book in there, like postcards, and it does include the Blu-ray as well. So that's kind of why I might end up passing on the Blu-ray that I've got on the shelf there. But yeah, I had to absolutely upgrade this. I haven't checked out the 4K disc yet. I know Chris at Cue the Credits did a fantastic review of this recently. But yeah, that's the Florida Project, which I thought was absolutely yeah, worth the upgrades there on that one, because I absolutely love the movie, and I had to get like an absolute banging nice fancy limited edition of that in the collection. Now, this is another good example. This might be a bit controversial though. However, I do really like the film series. Out of the films, I've seen the first 4 films, and that is Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, yeah, only seen the first 4 films, which are all really, really enjoyable in each their own ways. I mean, the original is one of my favourite ever horror films. Absolutely love Dream Warriors as well. Freddy's Revenge is Part 2 is just okay for me. Part 4 is just fine. But yeah, do I need to get the well, there might be another 4K release of this down the line, because there is the Steelbook Collection version, which, don't get me wrong guys, still looks absolutely stellar with the artwork and stuff. And obviously there might be another 4K box set version of this down the line, but I think for right now I'm personally just happy with the Blu-ray box set for this as well. And it's just still nice to have it on Blu-ray. I might get the original on 4K at some point, but yeah, I think the other movies I think are just fine for me on Blu-ray. And that goes for Friday the 13th as well, which I am currently working my way through. And to be honest guys, the Friday films possibly will just be okay for me. The most of the Friday the 13th films, that is, probably will just be fine for me on Blu-ray. I've got to ask myself as well, how often is this film series or the Friday the 13th film series gonna hold that rewatchability for me as well? So yeah, I think for right now anyway, I think the Blu-ray format is fine. Now, this is a good example of a long out of print title on Blu-ray. So I am sure this on CEX, the last time I checked, was about £30. So yeah, you could say it's madness, right? Because of Our House, it's madness that it goes for £30 on Blu-ray. I got this for pennies, and yeah, this again, I don't need to upgrade it to Blu-ray for I'm just happy to own this on DVD, and not really wanting to get upgraded to Blu-ray for 25-30 quid. It's just astronomical. Who comes up with some of these prices here, lol. So yeah, There's that one, just fine with that on DVD. This, however, and starring Ben Stiller, Along Came Polly. Now, I am a sucker for a lot of these American comedy films and American rom-coms as well. And yeah, I was thinking to myself, I was probably just more than happy with this on DVD for like pennies, but yeah, I mean, the Blu-ray of this went for £6 on CEX, and yeah, I think that is definitely like worth the upgrades there. And you know, like some of the other American comedies, in my Blu-ray collection, I've kind of spent like £6, £7, £8 on as well. So, and I think as I do have a real soft spot for this, I think this is worth the upgrade, and good to kind of revisit it on DVD first to kind of like clarify that. But yeah, there's that one, Along Came Polly. Now, this film I haven't seen. Now, I know this, I don't think this has had a Blu-ray release over here in the UK. I think there is the US Criterion Blu-ray of this. And yeah, again, guys, do I import it on like the US Criterion Blu-ray disc, or do I check it out on this DVD for £1.50 first? And yeah, that will be confirmed when I check it out on DVD. But I know it's a film I'm going to absolutely love, to be fair. And that is Ghost World, directed by Terry Swigoff. And yeah, this is meant to be like really good as well. Scarlett Johansson and Thora Birch and yeah, Elena Douglas and Steve Buscemi. So yeah, pretty good cast to that one. But yeah, I'm glad that I bought it for £1.50 and see how we get on with this film. First on DVD, and if it does end up getting like a Blu-ray or 4K announcement, and I like the movie that much, and if it gets the rewatchability on DVD, say if I do end up really liking it, and it does end up having like rewatchability on this DVD disc, then sure enough, I think I will end up upgrading it to Blu-ray down the line there. Now, this is a perfect example where when I was starting to collect Blu-ray like 4.5 years ago, some of these Criterions I got in a sale, and I took a chance on some of them, and there are some of the Criterions that I used to have, and then I ended up selling on, because even though they're part of like a boutique range, I was like, you know, like I had to ask myself, am I ever going to watch this again? It's just sat on the shelf gathering up dust, and I thought, yeah, woof, I'll like just sell it on to CEX there, and just replace it with something I do want in my collection. But this, however, this was a perfect example of a blind buy, never seen the movie before, ended up absolutely loving it. You know, it went from 8 out of 10 to 9 out of 10, now to becoming one of my favourite films ever, and that is Solaris by Andrei Tarkovsky. The Blu-ray does look really good, don't get us wrong, but if this does get a 4K announcement down the line, oof, yeah, I definitely will be having some of that, I reckon, and on tidy 4K as well. Also, because Andrei Tarkovsky is a director I absolutely love, and I would love to do an Andrei Tarkovsky filmography ranking video at some point on the channel as well. So yeah, there's that one, Solaris. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, I really didn't like the film when I originally watched it, and I gave it a second viewing, and I bought it on Blu-ray, see how I got on with it on Blu-ray, and yeah, I had a fantastic time with this one on Blu-ray. Definitely like kind of a much better experience with this movie on second viewing. But would I upgrade this one to 4K? Probably not, guys. I thought it just looked good on 4K for me, and yeah, really good film. However, think something like Django Unchained or The Hateful Eight. I absolutely love those films. They're like my, like in my top 3 Tarantino films, along with Inglourious Bastards, which I was kindly gifted that on 4K. And yeah, Django Unchained and The Hateful Eight, if they do get like, 4K announcements down the line, then yeah, sure enough, I think I might upgrade them to 4K, because I absolutely love those films. I kind of want them in the best quality out there possible, but they still look really good on Blu-ray. But this, for right now, yeah, I do really like this film, but haven't seen it for a few year, might not have a lot of rewatchability for me, but I still really like the movie, and it's definitely deserving a place in my Blu-ray collection, which is good enough for me, for sure. This film I've seen countless times, and again, this was well worth the upgrade from, again, I had it on DVD, VHS, never owned it on Blu-ray before, but had to get this glorious, like, 4K limited edition from Arrow Video of The Good, Bad and the Ugly, which is in my top 30 films of all time, my favourite ever Western. Yes, so that was absolutely well worth the upgrade. And do you know what? I would love to get still a Blu-ray version of that. You know, like whenever I go back to my parents and just like, and to have like the Blu-ray disc of that movie there whenever I go back to my parents, because they've got like a Blu-ray player as well. And when I'm visiting like my mum and dad, yeah, I could watch that there when I'm back at my parents. But I've got the DVD for right now, but it'd be good to have the Blu-ray at some point as well. The Ocean's Trilogy. I thought to myself, do I get the 4K? Just for an example, do I get the 4K set? I think this has had a 4K edition, I think. I could be wrong on that one. But let's just say if there is, guys, if there's a 4K set for about, it could be 30, 35 pounds, something like that. Or there's this Blu-ray version. I think I only paid about £6-7 for this, and I thought it would still look good on Blu-ray, so I thought I'm just happy with these films on Blu-ray. I don't feel like I need to upgrade them to the, I think there is a 4K box set of this, but like just for an example anyway, if there is a 4K edition out there, these kind of movies I'm just happy as Larry with on like the Blu-ray disc there. This the Ocean's Trilogy. I know the original Dirty Harry had you know, like a 4K release earlier in the year. I'm sure that 4K edition looks absolutely immaculate. You know, it's gone down as one of the best 4K transfers of the year. I do not deny that, but I thought to myself, do you know what? I could have paid £20 on one movie on 4K, or get the full Dirty Harry film series on Blu-ray for a bit cheaper, like I think it was £13-14 at the time. And you know, like these films, like one by one, might be taking turns to getting their 4K release. And yeah, I thought, do you know what? I'm really wanting to get onto the Dirty Harry sequels, so why not just get these 5 films in like in one place for £13-14, opposed to thinking about what was it, getting the original on 4K when I wanted to also check out the sequels as well. And I thought, yeah, this will do me fine. Don't get me wrong though, guys, I can totally see why people got the original, many people got the original Dirty Harry on 4K, because it's gone down as one of the best transfers, and it is a fantastic film as well. But I've never seen the sequels as well, and I thought the Blu-rays of these are still going to look good. And I thought, yeah, for 5 films on Blu-ray for £13-14, I couldn't say no to that, really. So there's that one. I don't deny it, this has got like a good 4K transfer, but I thought, yeah, I still had a great time with this at the cinema. The Blu-ray is good enough for me, and another Steven Soderbergh film, and that is Black Bag. Had a great time with this one at the cinema, really enjoyed it. One of the surprises of the year. To myself, guys, do I get the 4K for about £20-25, or do I get this Blu-ray edition for a tenner and it'll still look pretty good on Blu-ray? I thought, yeah, let's save about £10-15 and just get the Blu-ray, and it's just good enough for me on Blu-ray, like a lot of these Steven Soderbergh films as well, which I do have on Blu-ray, so this was no exception. Now, I will say some of the Sean Connery James Bond movies I would like to get on 4K at some point now, just because for like revisiting the films. But I had a fantastic time with the Sean Connery James Bond movies like growing up, so I would get those on 4K at some point. But I think in terms of the Daniel Craig James Bond movies, I'm just happy with the Blu-ray. And Skyfall, I used to have this on DVD, upgraded it to Blu-ray. So do I really need to upgrade it to 4K? Not really. I do really, really like this film, but I think, again, the sort of film, in my opinion, just suits the Blu-ray for me fine. But I don't deny it. It is a tidy 4K transfer. But however, on the subject of James Bond, absolutely the Sean Connery, Roger Moore, James Bond movies, I wouldn't mind getting on 4K down the line. Well, I don't know if they got onto the Roger Moore, James Bond movies on 4K just yet, but the Sean Connery ones absolutely at some point. And yeah, the last one to talk about in this video now. I absolutely fucking love this film. This is my favourite Paul Thomas Anderson film. And this was actually a blind buy for me as well. I got this one on a whim, really, on Blu-ray, like about 3-4 years ago now, and I absolutely fell in love with it, and I've watched it twice at Tyneside Cinema. So let's just say, if there is a collector's edition out there that got announced of this tomorrow, then yeah, absolutely, I would upgrade this to 4K, and that's Magnolia. Absolutely fantastic film. If there was a 4K collector's edition or 4K edition of this, even if it was just a standard 4K, I would still happily get it on 4K. But yeah, if it didn't come with just the Blu-ray, I would still keep this Blu-ray. But yeah, just other few examples as well, guys. If it was like a TV show, let's say, like, kind of a lot of the modern Doctor Who era, personally, I'm just fine to just check out on iPlayer. But like a lot of the classic, I'm currently, collecting the classic Doctor Who range on these beautiful collector's edition. It's the best treatment that Classic Who has ever had there. Or if it was like something like, you know, like a sitcom, like say, you know, like Only Fools and Horses, or The Royal Family, sitcoms like that, I'm just more than happy to own in like a DVD box set, opposed to possibly getting like a Blu-ray upgrade of those. A couple of other examples like that. If it was a film that I watched at the cinema and I instantly loved, or at least really, really enjoyed, then off the cuff and off the bat, I would definitely get at least the Blu-ray or the 4K. So a bit of an example would be Weapons, which came out a couple of months ago. Absolutely really had a great time seeing that at the Market Pavilion in Blythe. It was the first film I saw at my new local cinema in Blythe a couple of months ago. So yeah, happily would get that one on 4K down the line there. And same can be said with Sinners. Actually, I've seen that twice now, and I think it is deserving, you know, like in its best quality possible on physical media, hence getting the 4K of that down the line. So those are just a few examples there. But yeah, guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, how often would you upgrade to Blu-ray or 4K from DVD or VHS? How often would you upgrade to Blu-ray or 4K, or upgrade from a Blu-ray of a movie to a 4K of a movie? Yeah, it's been a bit of a food for thought video, but I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And yeah, I hope everyone is having a wonderful week so far, and I'll be back for more content soon there. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, take care, guys.